If you are considering doing business with the United States government, you're considering doing government contracting at the federal, state, or local level, this video is going to outline the exact reasons why you should do government contracting and why you should not do government contracting. If you're new to the channel, my name is Desmond Acha, founder of USA Contract Solutions, where we help small businesses win government contracts. I make these videos because there's a lot of people out there that have no idea how to win government contracts, and I don't want it to be you. So if you get any kind of value, please like the video. Without further ado, right, why should you do government contracting? Okay, well, the first thing is this: the government is the biggest buyer, the biggest spender, and they buy everything, literally everything. The government buys it, right? Products, services, you name it, the government buys it, right? And it's also public record, meaning that everything that they do is online somewhere. You can track it because it's taxpayer dollars, right? You can literally track the dollars from when the president signs the budget all the way to companies winning the contracts and execute the services or deliver the products that they won the contract for, right? Like, literally, think about it, right? There's B2C, business to consumer, business to business, and this business to government, right? With B2C and B2G, you have to pay these companies like McKinsey Consulting and so on, right, to go aggregate all this data to give it to you, right, at a very high price. That way you can kind of like see how, to position yourself against your competition, right? With government contracting, it's all public data already. You don't need to go pay these big consulting firms to do all these different reports for you. You can literally go to USA Spending, fpds.gov, amongst other websites, and start getting this data yourself, and then position yourself in the best possible way to actually go win government contracts, right? And again, did I mention that the biggest reason why you should do government contracts is because the government prints money? Yes, they literally print money, right? As you can see on the screen right now, this is called the M1 money stock, right? Now, this M1 money stock shows you how the government is printing money, right? You can see in 1960, they went up the gold standard and it started printing fiat currency, right? Started printing money. And as time goes on, they're printing and printing more right here, right? This spike right here, right? This is what happened during, the thing that happened, right? Like the pandemic, right? This happened during the pandemic right here. This spike is they just dumped like so much money into the economy, right? That like it literally went up like this. Like, you would think this is a meme stock, right? You can see right here on USA Spending, they've spent, right, approximately 5 trillion, right? $3.5 trillion in response to this right there, right? $3.5 trillion, okay? That's what that looks like, okay? They literally just inflated the entire economy by $3.5 trillion. And these dollars, they must spend with businesses, right? Because the government cannot go to Walmart and buy X, Y, and Z, right? They actually must put a contract out there, and small businesses and large companies respond to those contracts. Now, there's different thresholds, limiting big companies from, participating on smaller contracts, right? So you must learn about that. I'll do another video about that down the road. But more of the story is this: they are just printing and printing money, and it's your responsibility to know how to win those government contracts. That way you can partake on the upside of them printing so much money, right? So the first reason to do government contracting is the government is the wealthiest and largest buyer in the world. They literally buy everything. Imagine having Jeff Bezos as your customer, right? Imagine if Jeff Bezos bought from you, right? He can buy as many times as he wants to stock up Amazon, right? The exact same thing. So the government is the wealthiest buyer, the biggest buyer, and they buy everything. Second reason why you should do government contracting is it's all public data, all public information, right? Simply learn how to navigate those resources, that information, and give yourself a great competitive advantage, to grow your company. Third reason, did I say it? The government always pays on time, right? They literally always pay on time. Now, if they are late on the payment, right, and it is not your fault, right? Well, if they are late and it's the government's fault for being late, right, you can actually charge them interest on being late, right, on the payment, right? Now, on the commercial side, you ain't gonna do that. It's late, that's it. You see what I'm saying? So if they're late on payment, you can charge them interest. Now, if you submit the invoice wrong, which causes them to be late, it's your fault and not gonna pay you interest. You see what I'm saying? Another reason is the government, they are a repeat customer. They literally just buy over and over and over and over again, right? So if you're in the service industry, right, let's say you do janitorial services, it's a 2-year contract is up. Guess what? They need somebody to do it the next 2 years again. And here you go saying, hey, I can do it again, bid the contract, you win it, and keep doing the project, right? So they're a repeat customer if you do a good job. If you do a bad job, they're gonna blackball you. It's gonna be terrible. You're gonna get debarred essentially, right? So also another reason is if you've been a subcontractor for years, right, working under other companies as a subcontractor, you're literally collecting all this past performance, all this experience. You can now use that to go win your own government contracts, right, and take your business to the next level, right? Also, if you're passionate about, your expertise, you can deliver that solution to the government. You should definitely sell to the government, because most businesses that start out doing B2B, right, or B2C, but eventually they decide to sell to the government because it's more consistent revenue, it's predictable. You don't have to go chase new customers left and right. You can literally sell to one customer that can make you billions of dollars, okay? And another reason why I should do government contracting is, it actually helps you build a strong, scalable business, because if you're able to sell to the government, right, you can definitely sell to anybody else, because the government's requirements are extremely high, right, to meet the requirements. And working with the government is going to actually force you to really create a strong business foundation that can really scale, right, long term, right? Now let's talk about reasons to not do government contracting, right? So if you want to do government contracting just because you need to start a business, I would say start the business somewhere else and then come to government contracting later on. Okay, the government must buy from small businesses. Yes, that should not be the only reason you do government contracting though. Go find another reason why to do government contracting, right? Or let's say, I heard the government has a lot of money. Yes, they do, but that is not a reason to do government contracting, right? I'm a minority owned business and the government must buy it for me. Yes, that is true, but that is still not a reason to go do government contracting, right? I can just resell supplies to the government. That is very true, but that is not the reason why you should do government contracting, right? I can win a multi-million-dollar government contract and not do any of the work. That is half true. That's not, you have to do some of the work, right? But that should not be the reason why you should do government contracting, right? I don't have to do any of the work. I just hire subcontractors. That is not true also. It's true in some parts, but it's not true all the way, right? But that's also not a reason why you should do government contracting, right? I can get rich easily. Yes, you can definitely get super wealthy doing government contracts, but that is not the only reason why you should do government contracting, okay? All I need is certification that can win government contracts. Yes, having certifications definitely help you win government contracts, but that is not the reason why you should do government contracting, right? If you're here for any of those reasons why I just listed to not do government contracting, I need you to shift your thinking and say, I want to build a strong, sustainable business supporting the government in this capacity, right? That's why you do government contracting, right? I want to build a strong, sustainable business providing support to the government, right? And I can win contracts as long as I provide tremendous value and follow the rules. That's why I should do government contracting, because you can add value, okay? Always lead with your value proposition, okay? Always try to give, right? And in the process of giving, you will receive, right? Don't get me wrong, okay? You can definitely leverage the reasons not to do government contracting to become rich, but you need to have the right approach, okay? If you have the right approach, the results will naturally follow through, and you will achieve anything you set your mind to, because you have the right approach. You're coming in, to add value rather than to make money. Yes, you can make money, but making money is not gonna help you. It's not gonna wake you up at 4 a.m. in the morning, to go do some contract, right? You're gonna sleep in, you see what I'm saying? But if you have the right approach, you're passionate about something, right? You really want to add value and help the government, right? Help the community, employ people, empower the community, to grow and do businesses and entrepreneurship, right? Then yes, that's a stronger reason why you should enter the government market. But don't solely enter because you want to make money. You're gonna make money, but what happens when you make a lot of money? You're not passionate about it anymore, right? You want to find those things that are really gonna give you that purpose, to wake up every single day and do what you need to do, okay? So if you're looking for reasons why you should do government contracting, hopefully this video showed you that you should definitely do government contracting, because they're the biggest buyer, the biggest spender. They buy everything. And if you're a small business, yes, you can win government contracts leveraging your small business certification, or your different certifications that you have for your business. Overall, government contracting is phenomenal, right? But you need to have the right approach going into it, right? Just know that it's not a get rich quick thing, okay? You can definitely get super wealthy very fast, but it requires actual freaking work. Okay, so if you're not willing to do the work, I would say, you know, go do commercial work or residential work, right? More of the story is this: the government is the biggest buyer, the biggest spender, and they buy everything. If you have a great value proposition, you can make a whole lot of freaking moolah. Hope this video was very valuable to you. You know, you got some clarity on, you know, why you should or should not do government contracting. If you got any kind of value, please like the video. I make this type of videos because there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to win government contracts, and I want to show you exactly step by step how to go to the biggest buyer, the biggest spender, and win government contracts. I have a lot of other videos on the channel, so go ahead and watch some of those videos and learn how to make some money selling to the biggest buyer in the world, the United States government. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. Peace.